Afghanistan Vice President Amrullah Saleh's convoy was targeted by a deadly blast, but the leader escaped without grave injuries. 6 dead bodies and 12 wounded people had reportedly been taken to Kabul hospital. Among the injured were the men guarding Saleh's convoy. His son had been traveling with him at the time and both are fine. Saleh appeared on a Facebook video soon after the blast with bandages to his left hand and said that the explosion was strong and that it had left him with burns on his face and hands. The Taliban has denied responsibility. The outfit and Afghan negotiators are expected to sign a peace deal soon, and one of the conditions for the deal is permanent ceasefire. The intra-Afghan talks were envisaged as part of the peace deal that US signed with the Taliban earlier this year in February.
Kim Yo-Jong, North Korea's de facto second-in-command, has been out of the public eye for a long time now, sparking speculations in South Korean media on the whereabouts of North Korea's Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un's sister. According to a recent report by Korean Times, Kim Yo-Jong's absence from the public eye has grabbed many eyeballs. Her sudden absence is in contrast to how other officials operate in North Korea. She is a powerful official who has been delegated part of Kim Jong-un's authority due to her brother's deteriorating health. According to the Ministry of Unification, Kim Yo-Jong has not made a single public appearance since July 27th this year. The last official event she attended was the 67th anniversary of the Korean War Armistice Agreement.
There are more unsettling updates that are coming in from the Indian oil tanker that caught fire off the coast of Sri Lanka, and the latest reports indicate that the vessel has now started leaking diesel. Now, this has triggered fresh fears of a huge oil spill, which environmentalists warn could be the biggest that the world has ever seen. A diesel oil slick has been spotted around 1 kilometer away from the tanker. The Sri Lankan Navy has not specified as to how big this leak is at the moment. Now, the Indian Coast Guard aircraft has been deployed to spray dispersants, which are chemicals that break up the oil slick into smaller droplets, accelerating the process of dilution. The new diamond is carrying a total of about 1,700 tons of diesel and over 270,000 tons of crude oil. The diesel leaked out from the tanker as authorities were draining out seawater from the superstructure.
"80 miles east of Los Angeles, a gender reveal party sparked this massive blaze that's still burning. You know, those pyrotechnic devices that explode in blue or pink to announce the baby's sex. This scorched dry brush area is where the family staged the gender reveal party. The idea was to ignite a smoke canister to show the sex of the baby, but things quickly got out of hand, with temperatures over 100 degrees and plenty of fuel to feed the fire.
Some sort of pyrotechnic device that exploded. The fire started as a small fire and then it grew completely out of control within the first few hours.
Jenna Carvanitas is credited with starting the gender reveal trend more than 10 years ago. She says enough is enough.
We are burning down forestry. People are dying at the parties. We cannot do these anymore. This has to be the end.
Fire has swept through Greece's largest migrant camp on the island of Lesbos. Officials say multiple blazes broke out overnight at the Moria facility, prompting a mass evacuation. Firefighters say the flames gutted the camp, which was home to nearly 13,000 asylum seekers. Greek media suggest the fires might have been started in protest over coronavirus isolation measures. Dozens of camp residents had recently tested positive for the virus. Riot police have been deployed along the road leading to the nearest town.
A man has died after suffering devastating leg injuries in a shark attack on a Gold Coast beach. The attack happened at Greenmount Beach yesterday afternoon, with many beaches now closed.
bobbing in the lineup just metres from other surfers, seconds before the 46-year-old is ripped under the water. Surf cameras captured the horrifying ordeal and the frantic moments after as fellow surfers rushed to save Gold Coast man Nick Slater. Pulled to shore, lifeguards worked on the man at Greenmount Beach until paramedics arrived. There was nothing they could do. Patrols ran well into the night to determine what shark was responsible. A tooth embedded in his board is also likely to help with identification. Drum lines were in place, but the Fisheries Department states the equipment lowers the risk but does not provide an impenetrable barrier between sharks and humans.
Durban musicians arrested during a protest last week are appearing in the Pinetown Magistrates Court this morning. The group objected to the lockdown regulations by blocking the N3 highway. They were arrested and later released on bail. This morning, another group of musicians held a protest outside court.
British-Iranian dual national Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe, who is jailed in Iran, has been told she has to face another trial. The charity worker is nearing the end of her 5-year sentence for spying charges, which she's always denied. The new charges against her, confirmed by her British MP Tulip Sadiq, have not yet been revealed. The former Home Secretary Jeremy Hunt tweeted that this is hostage diplomacy, and Iran needs to know that Britain will not stand for it. Zaghari-Ratcliffe was arrested during a holiday with her daughter Gabriella, now 6, in April 2016. Her family says she was in the country to visit family and denies accusations that she was plotting the soft toppling of Iran's government. The new indictment comes as Britain and Iran negotiate the release of £400 million.
British drug maker AstraZeneca has paused all clinical trials of its COVID-19 vaccine after one person suffered a suspected serious adverse reaction. In a statement Tuesday, the company voluntarily put the late-stage trial on hold to review the related data, but added it was working to ensure there wouldn't be a significant delay. The vaccine, being developed by AstraZeneca and Oxford University researchers, had been on track to become one of the first to deliver results from a large trial. Despite the urgency to contain COVID-19, 9 leading vaccine developers in the US and Europe have pledged to uphold safety standards for their vaccine candidates.
And today wraps up the first day of Julian Assange's extradition hearings. Now, earlier today, Assange was rearrested under the new superseding indictment, which made the previous extradition requests dismissed and void. This new superseding indictment does not include any additional charges. However, it does allege that Assange conspired with the hacktivist collective Anonymous, specifically the group LulzSec. It also alleges that Assange encouraged members of the public to leak to WikiLeaks and encouraged an individual to hack into an Icelandic bank company. The defense did file a request today to dismiss this evidence in the case. However, the judge did deny that request. The defense then went on to request that this extradition hearing be postponed, and that request was denied as well.